Yo, 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 what's up? This is Jeremy from JG Innovation Garage in the Peach, capital of the state, baby. All right, boys and girls, we're going to do something a little different. You see, I got safety glasses on. Make sure you got safety glasses on. All right. So, here is my LTZ Cruze turbo car. All right. So, I noticed that the air conditioner, you know, wasn't wasn't really cold like I thought it should be. So, um, this is to help anybody at home that don't have the air conditioner system or the gauges or the valves or none of that. Um, you cannot overfill it with one of these. Okay, it's only going to take what it's going to take. All right. So this is AutoZone's brand. This hose here. This is R12A. That's what it has right here. Right here it says, if I can get it to focus, right there, R12A with PAG oil. Um, so I've had this car for a little bit. I just noticed today, driving on the interstate, 75 mile an hour, it wasn't really cold. I didn't have a turn this around. I didn't have a thermometer in the vent, but it wasn't as cold as I thought it should be. I said, well, it might be a little low on Freon. All right. So here's a fitting here, and then the one that we're going to use is right here. So you can see it's had a little dye put in it to see if it's got a leak. There is no leak. Done that on the machine, but it needs a little bit of Freon. So I said, you know what, this would be a good little bit of tutorial. So this right here goes right here. This thing's like a quick connect. Oh, sorry about that, boys, girls. So there, it's on. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna set that just like that. Now I'm gonna crank it. Also, the sun's down, but I also have the water hose, so you can spray water into the condenser and the radiator to cool it down. So therefore, it cools it down. It will lower the temperature, the boiling point. Therefore, it will take some. If you do it, you can do it without cooling it off, but it's not going to take as much because of the boiling point. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in here, I'm going to crank the car, and I'm going to show you, boys and girls, I still don't have a thermometer. I'm going to roll the window down, make sure the AC's on high, turn that down so copyright, so it's down low, she's on high, okay, and make sure it's recert, so we're pulling the air that's in the cab and not the air outside. All right, so she's running wide open. I'm gonna go over here, turn on the water spigot. Okay, turn on the water spigot, and I'm gonna hook that right there like so. So we got water running into it, right? And then what you do, boys and girls, is you just pull this right here. You just rock it back and forth. I'm trying to find out what that little noise is. All that stuff's been replaced at 100,000 miles like it's supposed to. All right, the fan came on. Can's getting pretty cold. I'm shaking it. I can feel it going out. Oh yeah, she's already sucked it dry. She's already sucked it dry that quick. So release that. And that right there was 12 ounces. All right. So I'm gonna hold the water hose right there. It fell off. Cool it down. Like I say, not really gonna give you any data because, like I said, I don't have a thermometer. Oh yeah, that's already cold. That's colder than it was. Just like so. The number one reason why I bought this car is because the interior. Number one reason. So that's about it, boys and girls. Little Ecotech. Um, make sure you take you put your fitting back on there. And that's about it. I don't know what that noise is, but I'm telling you what, this gonna drive me crazy. I might have to find out what that is. But that's how, if you don't have any, oh yeah, that's how you can put Freon in something if you don't have none of the tools. None of the tools. Now you can buy the gauges at Harbor Freight that you can hang right here. You got the high and the low, but you're gonna have to know how to read them. So once you know how to read them, you can diagnose if you got a problem, if you got a vacuum leak. Harbor Freight sells vacuum pumps and all that. I don't have a leak. When I bought this thing, the Chevrolet place had put a new compressor on it, so maybe they didn't fill it up all the way. Maybe they hurried up. Who knows? Who knows? But nevertheless, it's pretty simple. Like I said, and they also make these 134A refrigerant with stop leak, but I didn't buy no stop leak because I already checked it with a different system to see if I had a leak and pulled a vacuum, and it doesn't have a leak. It's just, if it did, it didn't catch it. It held a vacuum for 60 minutes, so it didn't drop no vacuum. So sometimes the Schrader valves go bad. They leak there. But basically every bit of this come from AutoZone. These are like $14.99, I think. Yeah, $13.99, and then the hose I think was like $12. So maybe that helps somebody. If anybody's got any questions, drop it down in there. Like I said, I didn't have a thermometer, so I could show you what before and after. So not really good on that part to show you how much it dropped, but it sucked that 12 ounces down. So I'll drive it a little bit and see if it does anything, and then I'll check it again. And if it reoccurs, then I'll actually hook it up to an air conditioning machine, and I'll pull a heavy vacuum. I'll check everything. I'll do a dye test again. And sometimes if it's leaking inside or underneath, you can't see it because the hoses and stuff are hid. But everything looks pretty good on it. Like I said, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And remember I said, boys and girls, hit the subscribe button. And don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your home front porch, where out sweeping off your mats. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, on chin grease, I'm out.